Hi, hello, welcome everyone. Thank you for all of the hype train stuff, the resubs, the bits, the follows and subs and things. It's great. I do appreciate it very much. Thank you everyone who is here in chat.
Well,
Understood, Grant. I will set some fire. Oh god, everything's going off all at once. That's fine.
I'll pay you.
It's fine. Everyone, it's fine. Fire everywhere.
Yes, hi. This is Monster of the Week.
I'll pay
It's been a minute. How we doing, everybody? When I say everybody, I mean several people are missing. We had Kaizad, who was going to be joining us not this week, but I didn't realize this was the one day that he had blocked out. That's kind of on me, but also we did know this going ahead of it. It's fine. But I forgot until today. We had Fengi, who bowed out fairly recently because other obligations and stuff. And we had Alicia, who is going to be here until technical issues. Maybe she'll jump in if she can. I have not seen what you're referring to there, Grant, but feel free to link it if you like. Speaking of things you linked, I'm going to go ahead and get some background music going on up while we're getting started.
American Abster?
Abster. Oh no!
I don't even remember how it started.
The most American you got in holding those two shotguns as Faye.
Or is this like an American accent? Wait. Is this an American accent, Abs?
Is that a bun?
No. It was the music.
It's
the music.
Hey, Vanny.
Hey, Vanny.
Hey, Vinny. I'm curious. I need to know about American.
You know what? I'll throw it in our little group chat.
Good.
All right.
Yeah, please do share it to me.
Also, what I threw in there sums up what I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
Yes.
Thing. So yes, hi, hello everyone. Sorry, we got a little distracted with the introductions. I'm a little rusty. It's been a while. This is Monster of the Week. It is a tabletop role-playing game with our player characters being hunters of the supernatural and such. So it's a good time. We have fun here. The episodes of this campaign are largely episodic. You do not have to have seen the previous ones to know what's going on. You can kind of enjoy each adventure as a self-contained little module in and of itself. There will be callbacks and references to things that have happened, especially in the occasional split episodes like we had last time, but those are rare. I will expect there will be some talks, discussions of things, again, just the after effects of whatever else is going on, but largely, the group's getting together, they're hunting a monster. That's all you need to know. It's a Powered by the Apocalypse system, so if you're familiar with that, then that's great. If not, you'll see it's very simple. But, as we are here, we are joined by a lovely guest, Cthulhu. Feel free to say some words about yourself.
Hi, I'm Cthulhu. My pronouns are she, they, they. I do lots of TTRPG stuff, just not lately because I've been, not. But I'm excited to be playing again. I will be reprising a character I played last time I guested, Cassie, who is the Divine, and definitely not an Archangel. Wink.
Definitely.
Wink.
Yeah, but we are glad to have you back. It is always a delight to have you here. As I'm going through, just making sure, because I did hear the music pick up a little bit on my end. Let me know how the audio is, everybody. I don't want the music to be drowned out. I don't want it to be too quiet or too loud, so do let me know if things need to be adjusted. I'll do my best. But, continuing on, there is a very empty seat as we move over to Frankie. Quattro, say some words about yourself and your character.
Hello and hey, my name is Quattro Hazard, and today I'm playing Frankie. Excuse me. I'm playing Frankie, the ex-spooky and now expert of the group. Using magic where I can, and kind of lost my emotions a while ago from in-game stuff, but you don't have to worry about that. I will be handling magic things today, and I'm trying not to kill myself laughing from American abs in the background here.
It's so good.
I don't know
God,
what
it's
makes
so
this
good,
more,
Grant.
the eagle, the big old American flag, or the fucking truck.
Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to derail the introductions, but yeah, it's great. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but that is Quattro and Frankie. Again, check out the links to the people. I'm linking them here as we go through. But we're going to go through to our next person. Abs, say things.
Hello, everybody. I'm still the Wholesome Water Dragon variety streamer as long as the game's called Genshin Impact. That's the joke. I'm playing Faye, who is hopefully not going to cause. It's hopefully going to help. Who knows? I'm sorry, my brain isn't working.
I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
Is American Abs holding the Declaration of fucking Independence?
She was holding a gun, and then I mentioned that I've got a bit of an issue with guns, and so Grant changed it to.
Yeah.
What kind of fucking burger?
You know,
Nothing.
it's very ironic considering what was created not long ago, Faye with the gun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I-
Faye, that's not Abster. They're
Fair
separate.
enough.
True.
Look, I'm sure none of us here are familiar with the concept of playing a character. Looking at all of the
fair enough.
VTuber avatars.
How do you do that?
But
just
it's
funny.
a concept.
It's just funny to think about too.
Oh,
So. And I'm never gonna get over the fact that Faye just straight up just had an Ultra Instinct mode in one class and just pulled a shotgun on a bunch of snake people.
Oh, which is yeah. It was necessary at the time.
American Faye.
Again, this is why we call I call Faye our Shaggy of the group, because you never know what the fuck's gonna happen at this point.
I never know what the fuck's gonna happen at this point. Believe me, if I knew, I would be consistent.
I would love to say at least I know what's going to happen, but I do my best, but sometimes I can't predict y'all.
You do very, very well considering our
Thank you.
chaos.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the fact that you're even able to
Yeah,
slightly
like a-
predict us.
A lot.
Well, speaking of people who I also didn't predict, because you actually joined us in the second session of this campaign, and we weren't expecting that originally. Neon, say things about you and your character.
What up, everyone? This is Neon Light Shifter, and I am a Draconic Changeling Bard, but I'm playing as Tigress, the Luchadora, and yeah, I think Tigress is gonna need fuck ton therapy still. So yeah, after last session.
Yeah, after last session. Things have happened after last session.
Things happen.
Lots of things happened.
But before we talk about after last session, let's talk about what happened last session. Who would like to recap for us? And since Cthulhu is a guest, I imagine it's going to be to one of you three to do it. So I'm putting all of y'all on the spot there.
If I recap, I'm going to 100% improv and make shit up.
As is your God-given right.
Okay, let me see if I can do this. Is garbage. So we made our way into the town and got past the guard to say we might have got infected. So we went in and snuck our way around to go to a certain house, and we still had to go against that thing. We had to go at the thing that was doing the whole cannibalism shit with everyone. Like, it almost killed Deontay, and that's, I'm not sure what's going on with those two at the moment. So, everyone's traumatized. We were battered and bruised, and the only way to kill it, I think we had to take out the bell, and then I guess it died. That's my summary. Okay, it's basically the stoner summary.
Broad strokes. You missed a few important details, but you got a lot of it. Would anyone like to supplement that testimony?
Yeah, please help.
So there was the fact that Satsuki had made not a deal, but had invoked the power of the doll from the previous session before that. Because it's all one big two-parter. So, and that power had got put into the. I'm going to butcher this name. Verklokas? I can't.
Very close, actually. Verkolikas.
Verkolikas. Okay, there we go.
I can't even read it.
And
I would say it's all Greek to you, because that would just be an accurate statement.
I mean, it is.
God damn it.
God damn it. So yeah, so we were able to track it because of that energy, I think. But yeah, we had a hard time getting to it and taking it down because it had like more than just its original power. I feel like I'm forgetting a lot of things. There's like other details.
People got very, very, very hurt.
Oh right, it was able to like we tracked it to a house and then it got away from us and used a bunch of people to try and get in our way.
Oh dear God, it's uglier than I imagined.
And I had to. It's something that Frankie did. It was able to stop for a moment. We didn't have to like get through the people. We could keep chasing it.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I did. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, you disrupted the power of the bell to stop its like telepathic hold.
That's right.
But you were definitely glossing over a little bit of what happened with one of our absent players.
At the very end, you mean? Yeah, I hadn't gone there. Deontay has gone down and is
Dying.
quite. Basically, had gone down. So we don't know exactly what happened with that. And Deontay just so happens to be a monstrous bug man, so can't exactly drop them off at the hospital and go, "Here you go."
Yeah.
So none of us know really what's going on with that.
I mean, there was
And,
yes.
yeah.
That continue.
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No. So the only thing I was going to add is there was also something happening with one of the other characters.
Badly injured.
Satsuki's also badly injured.
And lost
That is-
their and did obtain the power of the bell, which
No. Yeah, she took the bell and like sealed.
Harmony. You mean Harmony?
Well, yes, I did. But you also have some personal testimony there too.
Yeah. Well, if you're talking about the fact that Harmony started going a little crazy and started to film no matter what was happening, and so therefore put Deontay on blast for her stream.
Mm-hmm.
oh no, that's right.
There was that.
There was
She
also
was-
that.
She was becoming spooky. I don't know if she is a spooky now or something is going weird because like, yeah, she was being controlled by her dark emotions. So,
Well, about that.
yeah, there's probably something else I'm missing that you're talking about.
No. I mean that's most of it. I will also mention you had kind of like a personal like sparring match with that as well. But yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, because I was trying to not get retaken over by the doll.
You
which I
almost
was like,
lost
nope,
yourself to it too, but you quickly
never
shut
get
that
into
shit
that.
down. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I've completely shut it out forever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, forever. But we shall see, I suppose.
Yeah. So the very short summary of all that is a lot of shit happened, and there is kind of some lingering after effects of that. We have been taking a bit of a break for a bit. In the intervening time, let me set the music back again. Yeah, okay. So it has been about 2 months since that happened. In the immediate aftermath, the group of you, with, again, Satsuki bordering on collapse, Deontay entirely unable to function, you got out of there amidst the chaos of people still panicking in town, a still active wildfire going on, the dead monster in front of you. It was a mess. It was a mess. It was all said and done. But it was a mess. In the following days, everybody needed some time. Most of you to rest and heal. In these 2 months, Deontay has been in critical condition. As you well know, it's not as easy as taking someone like him to a doctor. Why is the music not playing? No, it was the music. I was resetting it.
Last time, I was gonna say, are we having last time's problem again?
It's possible. I don't think so. Okay, there it is. Just quiet. Okay. Oh yeah, because I turned it down a bunch. Cool. Alright, so yes, it has been 2 months since then. Deontay has been in critical condition. As has been established, it's not as easy as just taking him to a doctor like the rest of you all. He is a supernatural creature, which can't really get out. That information is not something you can really deal with. And despite some of your best efforts, Frankie doing what he can to magically tend to that, you are not like an expert magical healer. That is not a thing you can do. You can do it in a pinch, but you are not a doctor.
Yeah, and it's always gonna for that much damage is gonna be risky.
Yes. Yep. It's far too dangerous. But it's enough to help out where you can. Come by and visit. I would imagine you have I don't know exactly where Deontay would be. I'd imagine he'd probably put back up with his family at this point. You probably have some sort of emergency contact of like, hey, drop me here. That's a discussion for later. But you've no doubt been checking on Deontay, making sure that he is on the mend. But he is still in no fit condition currently to do anything. For Satsuki, in the aftermath of things, she has taken the time for herself, which is very understandable. She kind of needs to process everything with the monster she'd been hunting for years, finally dead, having gotten some closure of that. But it being a very traumatic experience to even do that, to face it, and also to see one of her close friends almost die, and very well, you're not even sure if Deontay will properly recover. Not to mention exposing everyone else to that danger, others of you getting injured, Harmony being in a strange way as well. Harmony, in these past couple of months, has been especially hard to get a hold of. Maybe an occasional message will be answered, but you're not getting a lot of feedback from Harmony. I'm sure she's still streaming, but that's definitely taken on a bit of a different character than you're used to. And it's probably a bit of a strange situation for you all, and you're not entirely sure how to deal with it. I imagine Frankie probably has some thoughts on that, but maybe nothing he would be so quick to jump out and voice. Tigress, you likewise have needed a bit of time to yourself. You, among everyone here, have had the shortest tenure with experiencing the supernatural at all. You've only recently known that anything paranormal or magical has been a thing for months. And it has been a whirlwind of activity. Hunts, every couple weeks to deal with things. Not to mention keeping up a busy professional life and a thriving personal life. And seeing, again, people so close to you in such dire ways is probably a little bit of time you need to yourself also. And Faye... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
And she also worked a lot about Satsuki.
Exactly.
Like, a lot.
Yes. And Faye, you of everyone here, having dealt with all of this nonsense, and Faye being the kind of person she is, she just wants a little bit of normalcy for a little while. So a little bit of a break is not unwelcome for her. I'm sure she has her worries and her doubts, but to make those worries and doubts be something in the back of her mind so she can deal with normal everyday life as a human person is refreshing. However, it is in these 2 months, at the end of that 2 months, where eventually you get a strange phone call. Not late one evening, but, you know, in the early evening, we shall say, around 8 or 9 o'clock at night, you get a very strange phone call, of which we have discussed a little bit already. And you will gather the rest of your group, you'll hit up the group chat, saying that there is a need to meet up. Harmony does not show. Deontay, you don't even expect a response from him at this point. He is too busy on the mend. Satsuki says she will be there, but you have your doubts about that as well, knowing that she's taken to wandering a little bit. She's off and about. So, maybe she'll make it, maybe she won't. But after a while, Frankie and Tigress will drift in. As a point of clarification as well, Frankie, at the end of, not the end, but several times in the last couple of sessions, you're saying, I need my own forms of transport. Have you acquired that in the meantime, or are you still bumming rides from people?
I feel like now that he's, like, over the last while now, he's not been in the same kind of state of, like, super depression that he was with the doll. And so he's probably, honestly, I've never really thought much about what he would have done for work, and with his new stuff that he has, it's not a lot of money in the sort of knowledges he's like trying to pick up, but he's probably trying to pick up things here and there. And it's probably been over a long period of time. So maybe he does have like a really terrible car, at least to start for now, to help get around.
Sure. You got an absolute beater.
Absolute beater. It works.
Yeah.
But he doesn't really care all that much anyway, as long as it does work, so he doesn't have to always be relying on everyone else. He's getting there.
Mm-hmm. Trying to get back on his feet after having a very, very hard time leading up till now.
Yeah. He's picking up, jobs here and there.
Yeah. So Faye, you will hear a loud, like, screeching sound as as Frankie's car pulls into the drive nearby.
Hello.
Is your car okay?
I think so. I mean, I might need to get it checked out a couple more times, but I think it's doing okay. It's just like
yeah, it's kind of sputtering a bit.
Convinced, but she trusts your judgment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know cars all that well.
Yeah, and I imagine you probably wouldn't. You would have bought something cheap, not really questioned anything about it. Just like, I can afford
this.
It's
not really his thing.
Yeah. But as you're, sitting outside in the parking lot in front of Faye's little apartment, you would hear a nice rumbling sound as Tigress's bike pulls up.
Hello.
Hey. A lot's on our mind. It's gonna take a bit to shake off everything, so...
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot on all of our mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Where are we, sorry, by the way, that we pulled up to?
You are outside of Faye's place.
Got you.
Yes.
I'm so used to the map now.
Yeah, sorry, this map is not required here anymore.
Pay you. You like gold, don't you?
Right. How are you guys doing? I know there's been a lot going on.
Yeah, just taking it day by day.
Good.
Anyone heard from Deontay or Harmony?
Deontay, I've been going to every so often to help with healing that I can. I'm not exactly an expert on healing magic yet. I'm learning, but it's also very different with his body.
Yeah, of course.
But he's he's still around, but it's gonna take him a while, I think.
That's good at least.
Yeah. I might at some point. It might take me a while, but since we can't take Deontay to the hospital for future things, I might sort of get some stuff at my place as in case of emergencies, you know.
That's a really good idea, actually.
Yeah, I'm working on it. It might be a bit.
Yeah. As the conversation opens up a little bit, again, Tigress being a little uncharacteristically quiet, you all are making your way back inside to relax and get the details of the hunt in line. And as you open the door back up inside, Faye, just describe your apartment to us again. Last time we saw it was decorated for a Christmas party, so what's it like normally?
Which I wasn't there
Normally, it looks like there's been an explosion of pillows and blankets everywhere.
That tracks.
It's a very cozy apartment. Like, the sofa's got like 5 blankets on it, and then you see her bed in the corner. It's only blankets and pillows. You can't actually see the bed. It is covered.
Cool.
There's
Yeah.
little string lights hanging from the ceiling.
Tiger just flops into a pile of pillows.
As
That is so
you
valid.
open up the door into your apartment, you see Cassie just lounging on your sofa.
Perfect.
Oh.
Oh,
Hi.
where did you?
You had a guest?
She
No,
was not there before.
She was not.
Oh,
Hi. How are you, Cassie?
I'm doing well.
I would like to say Faye has been completely thrown, but also weirder things have happened.
That is true.
how'd you get in here?
I have ways. This is comfy, Faye.
Thanks. Faye is currently thinking if she left a window unlocked or something.
Wait, I thought the bell magic made you disappear.
Not for good, no.
Oh boy.
Well, that's good. What exactly happened with that?
Yeah, what happened?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Satsuki made a choice.
Then how come you returned here? Who the heck you're keeping an eye on?
I'm afraid I can't reveal too much.
Fair enough.
Well, it's good to see you again.
I wish there were under better circumstances. I'm sorry to hear what happened to your friends.
Yeah, it's thank you.
It
If you
was
need help healing Deontay, by the way, I can assist.
really?
Please.
Yeah. Do you know a lot of healing magic?
Some.
Hey,
I mean-
anything helps, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be great. Perhaps at some point, maybe I could pick your brain about that. I've been trying to learn to help out a little bit.
For my kind of magic, you have to have a spark of divine in you.
Oh, I definitely don't have that.
I know, dear.
God. Such
Damn.
fast.
Okay, fine.
Such fast.
I love that. I know, dear. Oh god, ow! Do you need some ice for that bird, Frankie?
Love it.
Frankie doesn't care about that one.
Yeah, as some
Right.
words are exchanged, a little bit of banter. You are free to continue this as much as you like, but Faye, you do have the details of the case in front of you if you wish to present them. The rest of you,
Oh,
again,
what's going on?
well, I guess Frankie and Tigress, at least, would have gotten the very brief skinny of it in the group chat, but you certainly have a few more details.
So, Cassie, I take it you may. You're here for a reason, so might as well catch you up about what's happened. I got a call from an old friend of ours. You may remember him from the snake cult. Hold on, I need to find his name because I've totally not forgotten his name.
Ethan Haycock.
Ethan Haycock.
He also helped you in the Goblin adventure a little bit.
Yes, he did.
Oh yeah, he did.
You did.
Well, he gave me a call the other day and said he needed our help with something. He's been cursed. And he needs our help to get rid of the curse. But the main issue currently is, I was able to have a bit of a chat with him, and I asked if he knew what the curse was, and he simply told me he's more than willing to share, but he can't say.
I hope he means information and not the curse.
He I imagine I'm not sure what you mean.
Oh, you said he's more than willing to share. I meant like he's willing to share information, not share the curse.
Oh no, yeah. Yeah. But I have a feeling whatever he's been cursed with, it's got some sort of like clause that means he can't say anything about it. He
That's
knows
weird.
it happened while he was setting up for the event. And has a feeling, well, he's almost certain, that if the event continues, the others attending will also be affected by the curse. And he knows who's done it, who's put the curse on him, but he also cannot say who it was. And as of right now, that's all the information I was able to get from him. I know where the event is.
So, he has to do the event. He has to do the event regardless.
Well, it's a networking event. He says he would love to cancel the event, but that he's not obligated to do so.
All I can think about is it almost sounds like some sort of deal. Like there's very strict stipulations on it, and he knows about it. But I don't know, that's very odd. Does Frankie know? And because I mean, he's probably looked into curses, probably. Is there anything that kind of sounds, even if I can't know exactly what it is, but like
Sure.
my brain is thinking a deal or some, like maybe narrow down what kind of curse this might be?
Okay. Yeah, since you have, again, some education to this and you're kind of getting a bit of a hunch for it, what's that?
Actually, as a matter of fact, I don't know if this would apply. Could I use my dark past?
You probably could. Let me see here. So dark past, just so to make sure we're on the same page.
Sure. Oh, it might be different actually. I don't know.
No, I would say that's a perfect use of your dark past. Yeah.
Okay. I will roll that. Weird. No mods. Oh, no, double ones. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Well, you do get to ask one question anyway.
Wait, I do?
Yes, on a miss,
On a-
you can ask a question anyway, but it will mean you were personally complicit in creating the situation you're now dealing with.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
What were you saying earlier about Frankie getting past his guilt?
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Well, it means you just can't feel it.
Mm.
Well, I'll just go with the question that I was going to go with, because I think that makes sense. Which is, what black magic do I know that could help us here?
Sure. I mean, you, very, very clear, you have kind of specialized since I mean, even before you lost the doll, but especially after, you have kind of taken to being something of a counter speller, doing again your force of will to push magic away, to actively suppress the magic in the doll and other dark objects, to counter spells and to put up wards and protective stuff. So yeah, you know very well that you are versed in like these counter hexes and curses and things. You probably, if you could get your hands on Ethan, you could probably do something to at least suppress it temporarily, if not stop it outright.
Okay.
Yeah, so you are fairly confident in your abilities to do so.
Okay, so I kind of know the different things I would need to do to stop it if I get my hands
Right, yes.
on it, but
Yes,
for now I can.
You know that your abilities will have some effect on it at the very least.
Okay.
Yes.
I will say then, I'm sure that based on what it sounds like, I'll know something to do to get rid of it, but I need to find the source or whatever's causing it, or at least to get to him, and I should be able to remove it from him. But we need to see. But I'm pretty confident I can remove it.
Yeah. Well, he is going to be there. This isn't like he's organizing and dipping. He will be there at the event. So hopefully we'll have a chance to get him alone and maybe
Right.
try and find a way to communicate.
Okay. So what is the event exactly? This is a fancy dinner party?
Yes.
Yes. So the details of the event, as far as you have been told, Faye, is it is a dinner party for the explicit purposes of networking. He is making a business proposal for some other wealthy local people. If you want a little more details, again, he is able to be reached. You can get those at any time. But he just told you outright it's a networking dinner party. If you want to know like what the occasion is or like what the business proposal is, he would tell you, but unless you ask, he's not really going to give that information.
Yeah.
He assumes you're not interested.
No, that's fair.
It's not as far as he thinks, at least it's not relevant to it. But maybe you think it is.
Yeah, too. I have asked. I'll say to the group, I've asked the bare minimum about the event. If there's anything else you want me to ask, I can send him a message.
I wouldn't bother asking him this, but I really hope that one guy that we keep running into isn't there.
Oh my
You mean
god,
that? You
The
mean
Hat
that,
Man?
Dicko?
that dickhead.
Yeah,
Funny if he is.
the amusement park man. What was his name again?
Bruce Biggs.
Was
I
it-
don't know. I don't know. He looked like the penguin. So
Like the penguin.
He was the guy from the very first session who was trying to exercise the haunted house, and then the one at the amusement park who was going to tear down the amusement park.
His name was Bruce Biggs of Biggs
Right.
Realty.
Bruce Biggs. Mr. Biggs.
Mr. Pigs.
Well, I hope Mr. Biggie isn't there.
We can hope.
Okay. Well, do we do we need to blend in at all? Because I don't know if we'll be able to do that properly, but we could try.
So I imagine we're all in our usual outfits at the moment. Because I didn't mention anything.
Well, did we know about the party part before we left? Because if so, maybe just a little nicer. But
Yes,
I
it is a fancy party. You've been told about the venue and it's
beforehand.
yeah, for
Yeah.
wealthier people
Yeah,
and stuff.
then-
So yeah.
5-star hotel, so that's
Oh
kinda-
God.
Yeah. So I imagine I wouldn't leave it out to dry. I imagine I would have mentioned that it's probably going to be on the fancier side. So
I have a buttoned shirt.
We'll probably still stick out like sore thumbs, but we've probably
Probably.
made the effort to at least try and blend in.
Tigers is looking at her arm, thinking, she's really gonna be the one sticking like a sword.
Oh boy. Well, I'm sure we can manage. Either way, is that all we need to know? I guess we just have to get there and figure out what's going on then.
Yeah, a lot of it seems like it's an on-site figure it out.
Mhm.
Okay. So is that the plan, or are you just going to go?
I'm leaning towards just going.
Okay.
And anyone else got anything we need to do before we go?
Yeah, I think we need to address something. Cassie, what are you here for? Or again? At Faye's house? Oh, I think Cthulhu walked away, actually.
Yes,
Ah,
Cthulhu's going to get
My bad,
food.
my bad, my bad.
I would also
Um,
like to know why Cassie is here. And
Yeah, because I'm
how
trying to like,
Cassie got
how
in.
can we
Did I leave a window?
come with us?
Hey, Cassie, you're strong. You
I-
want to join us?
yeah.
Hey, I'll be right back. My stomach's being weird,
Okay.
and I also gotta get something. It's a weird combination. I'll be right
Sure.
back.
Here, you know what? We can take this moment to step away. We'll do a very quick break. I know it's early, but let people do what they need to do. Come back in just a few.
Yes.
Okie doke.
All right.
Okay, okay.
hi, hello, we're back. We have got food, got water, taken care of necessary things, and seems like we have concluded our planning phase and are about ready to head off and deal with our problems head on. You know, like good, well-adjusted adults.
Yeah. The only thing was we were going to ask Cassie if she
Oh,
was
yes.
coming with.
Oh, of course I'm going with.
Awesome.
We could use the help. We're missing a lot of people today, it seems.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't think we want to take my car to a thing like this. You
Well-
both have motorcycles, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we could do that. I mean, I'm fine with taking mine. I just I will stick out even more like a sore thumb than I already do.
Yeah, let's maybe stick with the bikes.
Okay.
All right.
I will get on one of the bikes with one of them.
Yes.
Okay. So you get on your bikes. As a clarification, Cassie, are you riding bikes with them, or are you getting your own way there?
Oh, that'll be nice and awkward. Cassie would love to ride bikes with tigers.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
I think Tigers. I think Tigers is the only one here who's seen her in angel form. Actually,
That is true. Yes, that did happen.
Pretty much.
I'll go with Faye. Yeah, that makes sense.
I just like the idea of Cassie just not saying anything, but just immediately walking next to Tigress, being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tigress."
Yeah. Okay.
So somewhere Satsuki just like my senses are tingling.
Someone's touching my woman.
All right. Well, it is a drive across town, not too far, but down familiar streets where you all have been a few times on hunts, and of course, you know, likely been there some other times while not actually actively hunting monsters, but back into the Knob Hill area. Faye knows the directions and knows exactly where you are going. You are going to the Ritz-Carlton, and there is a venue there, a little like, I guess not conference room. What's the word I'm looking for? Like a banquet hall kind of place that is rented out to guests and stuff for events and such. So yeah, there is ample parking because they have it on site for guests at the hotel. So it is not hard to get over there, find things, and get ready. You know, of course, this is it's a 5-star hotel, and there are lots of other guests and stuff who are just staying at the hotel as hotel guests and other things. But there is, again, a few number of people who are going to be attending this event as well. So you can approach the front doors of the building. Again, everything is very lavish, very luxurious. And if you ask around like hotel staff or anything, they would direct you the right way to go. Or if there's anything you would like to do beforehand, feel free. But it's very again, it's very much bringing back memory as you go back here. You literally pass by the that historical building where you had the shootout with the snake men. The bar where you met Ethan last time. Like you pass both those along the way. It's like it's a few blocks away from there actually.
Brilliant.
Good times.
Yeah.
So I think Faye's going to immediately go over to one of the staff and just ask where the event is.
Okay.
And get
Yeah.
directions so she can get there and see if she can find Ethan
Absolutely.
as soon as possible.
They would direct you, down one of the long halls to one of the ballrooms, where again things are being set up. And as you make your way down, you do see there are other people going there. It's not a large amount of attendance, but everyone who is going is again very well dressed. Lots of like suits, ties, and dresses, that sort of thing. Very formal. So there is a lot of that vibe. You pass a couple people going down there. It's very easy to find.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you arrive there is again the music stopped again.
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to get it fixed. Let me try and reset it.
Yeah.
We want to
I
have...
wasn't sure if it was intentional or not.
No, sometimes it is, and that's the thing. Like,
yeah, that's
Yeah.
why
this was not. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you're directed there, and there's some nice jazz music playing, and lots of tables set up. It's kind of like a candlelit vibe. There's flower arrangements and things, just to liven up the atmosphere a little bit. There is a small little open bar off to one side. Again, there's a little stage as well for people who want to speak or do things of that sort. And there does appear to be some sort of like a presentation type stuff set up that is currently not in use. But other than that, it's just kind of mingling. It's kind of like a cocktail party vibe right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a few dozen people here. You would guess maybe 20, 30, perhaps 40. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what people mingle about, but it's a fairly large space, and it's not overcrowded.
Okay.
This isn't like a black tie event or anything.
No,
right?
it's not black tie formal, but it is formal. Like, you're expected to be dressed up and presentable, but you don't have to be like dressed to the nines, So it's like, put on something nice, be there, but you're not like a strict dress code.
Fancy, but not overly fancy.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
It is a networking event. It's a dinner party for fancy, well-to-do people. They don't have to be the most presentable because it is kind of a meet and greet, wheel and deal situation. But they present themselves as being presentable and respectable. So
I feel a little bit out of my element here.
yes, no, and as you walk in the doors, you definitely will stick out like sore thumbs.
Yeah. What?
Do we see Ethan anywhere?
That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah, I mean, if you hang around long enough or scan the crowd, you can go chase him down. That would be doable. So yeah. So you are immediately seeking out Ethan then.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
fair enough. So yeah, it doesn't take long. You make your way through the crowd again, getting some odd stares as you go, but from the attendees and a little bit of wait staff as well. There are some people in like dress shirts and nice like red vests who are like doing catering and stuff and taking the serving the crowd as is needed. Eventually you find Ethan and kind of pull him away. He is having a drink off to one side and looking to be not in great spirits, despite having great spirits at his disposal. As he sees you, though, he does get up to approach you all and extend his hand to you, despite the fact that you are, again, very much not dressed for the occasion, and there are some odd looks as you all do have this exchange, but he greets you nonetheless and kind of shakes off the raised eyebrows.
Real quick, Drac.
Yes.
I just didn't want to interrupt you, but I wasn't going to do this before, like, as we're getting close to him.
Sure.
And especially before any of us touch his hand.
Okay.
Can I use the sight and see if I can see any magical energies on him?
Okay. Yeah.
I don't want him, like, shaking one of our hands and passing on whatever he has.
Absolutely. Understandable.
There.
So investigate a mystery with sight. 12.
Okay. So, for the investigative mystery part, what would you like to ask here? I'll, of course, give you your site-based information as well, though, for the spiritual magical things.
Yeah, one moment. I forgot. I usually have the thing open, but I forgot this time to open up the PDF.
Understandable. Like I said, it's been a little while.
Yep. Okay, investigate mystery. I get 2 for this one, yeah. Well, since I'm right up close and personal with him now, I guess, and for basically what I'm looking for, I'm gonna say This is maybe my second question, actually. I was going to say, what can it do? But that's probably a good second question. Let me start with... I don't know if this is the right one for this. Sorry. What is being concealed here? I don't know if that's the right question for...
No, that is a great question.
Okay.
So, as for what is being concealed here, as you get into the venue, you tap into your magical energies and view things through the sight. You are letting your friends kind of guide you along as they seek out Ethan. And as you go through this banquet hall, and you notice that the magical presences you seek out are actually the catering, the waitstaff. Yes. So as each of them go by in an otherwise mundane crowd, you get a sense of magical energy off of them. You are not entirely sure what or how, but you know that they are in some way being under the effects of some kind of illusion.
So, just so I understand, it's the servers, not what they're surveying, correct?
As far as you can grasp right now, yes.
Okay, got you. So
Okay.
then...
I will also say, so as far as... Because that was more in answer to your question. As far as the magical aspect of like the sight, invisible things, etc., you do get a couple of other things.
Okay.
What you do sense is that there are other magical presences within the crowd. There is one other magical presence within the crowd that it feels familiar to you in some way, but you know it is not related to the effects that the servers are under.
Okay.
Yep. And apart from that, you are also getting a kind of like almost a burning sensation of just a large amount of magical energy coming from the nearby like kitchen area where the food is being staged.
Okay. Great. Well, then, actually, I'm glad I saved this. Wait, is that it? Before I ask my second question.
Yes, you have your second question still.
I think that this will follow very well. Then, what can it do, based on what I just learned?
Sure. So for what you have right now, the illusions you are seeing in effects of the server are in some way concealing their true nature. So the catering staff, as you see them, are not the catering staff as they are. They are clearly something else magical. Whether that's some sort of cursed or hidden, concealed, like maybe it's a supernatural creature or something. You're not entirely sure, but it definitely, they are something other than they appear to be.
And I'm not getting that feeling from Ethan, correct?
No, you are not. From Ethan, you are getting the effects of... It is the same type of, the same like signature of the energy, the same source, you can tell, but it is a different vibe entirely there.
Okay.
Yes.
Then just before we get to him, I know we wouldn't have much time, so the only thing I'd kind of say to everyone, kind of low, I would say, be careful of the staff. They're not what they appear.
Understood.
Okay.
Sorry, Drag. Then we get to...
No, you're fine.
Ethan, yeah.
So yeah, as you approach Ethan, he extends his hand out to you all as you approach, with a somewhat forced smile, as he goes over to you. Does anyone take his hand?
I will. Oh.
Okay, so there's an awkward moment where you both reach for his hand, and he kind of looks back and forth between the two of you. Well, one of you has to shake it.
I got it.
Okay, he will shake your hand. Well, it's a pleasure to see you. I was hoping it would be under better circumstances, but good to see you all the same.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You too.
I see you're dressed for the occasion.
Yeah.
Yep.
As best we can.
I offered to expense your your necessities for this. I'm ashamed you didn't take me up on the offer, but nevertheless.
I wish.
Yeah, that's my fault. I'd let them know a little too late. Sorry.
Oh, it's quite alright, I'm just glad you're here at all.
Of course. With how much you've helped us in the past, anything we can do.
Oh, please, you've helped me more than I've helped you. Or maybe we're even. I don't know.
About
We'll
even,
call it
I'd
even
say.
after tonight. How about that?
That seems fair.
So Ethan, can you tell us a little bit more about what's going on? We have some information that was given to us, but how are you feeling?
You can see that he is strained for a second, as if composing himself to answer. But eventually he does. There's in that brief momentary pause, he recomposes himself. Well, tonight we have a very lovely networking event. I have a pitch I'm presenting to some of these local business owners and real estate owners. We're doing digital tourism.
Oh.
Yes, things like filmed walkthroughs and things of that sort to attract attention and marketing.
Right.
Sounds pretty.
At this point, Frankie's like awkwardly like, I don't know how to move this conversation forward.
Frankie is not the conversationalist.
Exactly.
I don't believe we've met, Ethan. I'm Cassie.
Oh, pleased to meet you, Cassie. And he does extend his hand to you.
She'll take it.
Okay.
I do have this nifty move called Lay on Hands, where I can
You
heal
do.
any injury or disease.
Mhm.
Is he injured or diseased, or is this just a curse?
He is not injured or diseased,
Noted.
unfortunately. But I would say by taking his hand and like that idea probably running through you, you would know for certain that it would not matter here. Like it's not something you would need to do.
Okay, cool. That was what I wanted to learn.
Yeah.
So, Faye's gonna take a quick glance around to take note of how close people are.
Sure.
And
Give me.
then-
This sounds a lot like a read
Yes.
bad situation roll.
Yes, I will. Is that sharp or cool?
That is sharp normally.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Ethan is chatting with Cassie and trying to get a sense of who you are, though however much you choose to disclose there is entirely up to you.
I think she's being coy as usual.
I would imagine so. I do have to ask, though. Okay. Yeah.
Oh
That was
no.
a fail.
Yep. And so, yeah,
these
as-
rolls do not bode well for tonight.
Yeah.
No, I know.
And as you're having this sort of terse and stop and start sort of introductions and explanations with Ethan, Faye glances over the crowd, taking things in, trying to appraise the situation a little more. And Faye, you lock eyes with someone across the room. Someone who you have met before and know very well. Unfortunately, this is a person that you once held at gunpoint and subsequently shot.
What?
Oh no!
Well, this isn't gonna go very well for us, is it?
This is Alan Bennick, the leader of the snake cult that you fought not too long ago.
Oh no.
Look, it's
Oh,
not my
no.
fault. He's a dickhead who tried to summon a bunch of snakes, okay? She's gonna quickly avert her gaze.
You
Yeah,
quickly
and
avert your gaze.
Try and
As
let
you
people
do-
know.
As you do, though, you do see that from where he was seated previously, he is getting up and he is power walking over to you. So you have a
Oh.
moment before he makes his way over.
There's a big meat wall right next to you, Faye. Take advantage of that.
Faye's gonna shuffle a little closer to Tigress and say, "Snake cult guy." In hopes you
what?
understand.
What is Tiger's response to just those few words quickly rushed in your ear?
Basically, starts to look more like a bodyguard than anything else.
Okay.
Just takes on the bodyguard stand.
Yeah.
Like the hands crossed over in the front, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Making sure to keep Faye close.
Okay. Yeah, so as you do, you physically interpose yourself as Mr. Bennick walks over. He's dressed in a gray, like, sort of suit jacket and ensemble. As he approaches and kind of stares you all down, because he recognizes everyone here except for Cassie, obviously. But he is looking particularly at Faye, who you have, like, so you physically step in front of to block the sight line. It's like, I would like a word.
Why would you?
Anything you have to say to me, you can say in front of my friends. She's not moved. She is staying well behind Tigress.
I now turn to what's going on here.
Okay, so
Do I recognize this guy? Wait, did I even see this guy?
You definitely did. It was after you had
Because I was in the hallway.
Yeah, no, you had recovered though, and eventually you had to meet back up with them because again they held him at gunpoint in the end.
Oh right.
I shot him in the arm. Well, shoulder, but still.
Right.
I should have kept my mouth shut about the gun thing. Jesus Christ.
I think we were fucked either way, to be fair.
So as you turn to see him, also I have to ask something of you here, Frankie. You said explicitly earlier that you brought the snake staff.
Oh yeah, of course. I bring it everywhere.
So is it visible or what? How is this thing about you?
Can it go invisible?
Well, no, you could like have a carrying case or something. I mean, that's yes, that's why I'm asking.
What case is that?
That's a good question.
Maybe you could carry in a guitar case.
I know in the past you have concealed it once like that, so that's why I'm asking. But I also know you. Yes, I also know you have one openly. Yeah. Yes.
Honestly.
So what would you have done?
Honestly, probably in a guitar case. Even though it would be weird here, it also we don't know what we're getting into, and I have a few other items, so that's probably like with the staff being so large.
Fair enough.
It's probably in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he looks at you, and you can definitely see the just very evident hatred to all three of you, but not to you in particular because the staff is not visible. But he definitely recognizes you from the scene of. He immediately cuts eyes over at Ethan. Is like, why are they here? I don't think they're dressed for the occasion. They really shouldn't be here.
Tigers is holding back word similar to I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
Faye is holding her tongue because she doesn't really want to blurt out you're the dickhead who summoned the snake cult.
Mm-hmm.
Now isn't the time for conflict.
But she's thinking it.
She's thinking it while also hiding behind the wall of muscle that is Tigress.
Ethan simply says, "You're right, they're not dressed for the occasion, but they're here nonetheless." He just shrugs and takes a sip of his drink. Not exactly coming to your aid there, but
No.
Nice place.
Nice place. Think I'll take it.
Now stick them up.
No, let's not hold him at gunpoint again. I did badly last time.
So Frank is like looking over this guy, where he's just thinking to himself, "I was like, well, I'm glad the staff is in there, but I mean, if shit goes down, I'm gonna have to take it out."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
maybe it'll shock him for a minute. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you are looking him over, and again, the recognition kind of crossing over you as this person is. You only saw him briefly.
Yeah. Now we're realizing who it is.
Yes, but given your earlier information on the site, you get the sense that this connects to the other magical presence you were seeing that was kind of off and not really congruous with the rest. Which,
do you mean the one that seemed familiar to me?
Yes. Yep. Vaguely familiar.
I wasn't gonna say anything when you said that, but also I was thinking it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, that makes sense. You said burning, so I didn't think of this guy.
I
with
think
that.
I'd
No, the
rather
burning
have seen
sensation was
Mr.
coming
Bruce-
from the kitchen.
I think I'd rather would have seen Bruce
Separate
Biggs
thing.
here instead of that guy.
Same. You know what?
You know what? I'll take
yeah.
Bruce Biggs. Yeah. What can I do about this though? Nothing really.
Mr. Bennick pauses for a moment, and you can see, again, his face is very much flushed and red right now. You know, I never even got your names. What's your name?
You're usually supposed to say your own name before you ask.
You
for
know
others.
my name.
I don't want to tell him my name.
I don't. Who are you?
Thank you,
Yeah,
Cassie.
no, so again, you are
Cassie.
someone he has not met before. Are you a friend of theirs?
Something like that.
Alan Bennick. I would say it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, but it's not.
I see you weren't raised with any kind of manners. Shall I instruct you?
Gold. You like gold.
Thank you, Grant. I have manners for those who deserve them, not low-life scum like you.
I have a lot more manners than you, and I toss things.
I don't remember asking your opinion either.
Who asked for yours?
I was invited here, thank you very much.
We were invited
So
here
were we.
too.
And there's that tense moment as you both kind of realize that you were both invited here, and Ethan is just kind of watching this go down, unfortunately.
Faye takes a deep breath and steps out from behind Tigress to face this guy.
Bless you. Bless you.
Okay.
And simply says, "Look, given our past meeting was less than stellar because of someone."
Yes, it certainly was.
Hey, I wasn't the one summoning snakes, buddy.
I wasn't the one who... Now is not the time for that.
No, it's not. Let's choose this moment to be civil. If you have issues with me, you can deal with them later. For right now, we're here to enjoy the evening. So let's not get in each other's way.
I'll remember this. I would like you, Faye, to make me a manipulate someone roll. Because you're definitely trying to get him to do what you want him to do.
That is charm, correct?
Yes.
Alright.
You can do it.
Mixed is still a success.
Faye is too squishy.
I am too squishy.
I'll leave it be for now. Watch your back. He turns to leave.
Faye just glares daggers at him before.
I watch his back.
Okay.
Tigress sends a text message because I don't want to say it out out loud. Message if he does anything. In the message, like if he does anything to you, he's going into the dumpster.
I will message in there as well. I felt a presence from him. He probably still has some power, so please watch it.
Faye checks her phone and sighs, says quietly, please don't make me have to shoot him again, I swear to God.
Pat.
Drac, I don't know if it's the right time. I just want to bring it up so I don't forget later.
Sure.
Should I roll, now that we're like starting to get some of the pieces that's going on here?
Okay.
Should I roll one with the one with the plan now?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay. I will. Let's see if I also fail this one.
We'll see. No,
Okay.
not this time.
Okay,
Yay.
so I'll hold 2 for later.
Okay.
Also, I stand by. I wouldn't have had to shoot him if he wasn't summoning snakes and the snake god.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't know what he's
you're
about.
right, but also he's not going to see it that way.
Not my fault. He was the one summoning something to quite
Eat the
possibly end the world.
Eat the rich.
Honestly, I think that was handled actually pretty good because if he's behind something right now, I don't know if the staff have to do with him or it's something completely unrelated yet. So we need to know more on that.
It's worth taking note of that he's here anyways.
As if
Caused
echoing that
problems
thought,
before.
Ethan chimes in over your shoulders. Well, I think that was handled very well.
We handled it the best we could. We didn't want to resort to how we normally handle conflict.
Cassie just shakes her head and is like, the things people do with free will.
The things people do when they have a lot of money, more like.
I apologize
Or
for the
power.
conflicting company, but here we are.
So
I'm surprised he's here though, Ethan. He caused a lot of trouble last time.
Oh,
Especially
certainly he
for
did,
you.
but he was invited. As I said, it is a business deal, and he is still fortunately, a businessman with many connections in the area.
Fair enough.
Was the
Yeah.
guest list of your making, Ethan?
It was, yes.
Okay.
So Faye,
Purely business, nothing more. We've ceased having any sort of personal connection.
After what happened, yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So Faye actually turns back to Ethan at this point, and asks him, just brings it up to him.
Mhm.
So during our earlier conversation, it seemed like you couldn't say much. So all I have is a simple question. If you're able to answer, from where we're standing, can you see whoever cursed you?
Oh, not at the moment, no. I don't know what you're talking about. Curses?
I'm gonna take it he doesn't seem shifty at all or anything.
No, he is saying this with a straight face.
Oh, joy.
I
actually
certainly don't see anyone who has cursed me from where I'm standing.
I say this quietly
Mhm.
because again, I don't know who's listening to us, but quietly I say so. At least at the minimum, Faye can hear.
Yeah.
I say, I don't really want to do it with the staff and or the other guy around, but if we can get Ethan somewhere, I can try remove it from him. He might be able to give us more information. But I don't want to do it here.
No, of course not. It'll be strange for the host to just disappear, but being able to get him alone at some point is probably the best course of action. Anyone have any ideas?
Maybe a distraction?
What can distract him? What can
Huh?
distract What can distract everyone here, though? Like, what's gonna catch everyone's attention? Like, unless we are willing to cause a commotion in here or
Well-
somehow a big event happening outside.
What would Harmony do?
Something chaotic.
Harmony's pretty good at distractions.
Well, there was that presentation area.
Huh.
Sound like I can get some of my wrestling buddies in here and we can just start an impromptu thing. That would
Just start
that...
trashing the place.
No,
God.
I'm talking like we go to a certain room and then start something.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Well,
Yeah,
it is.
no.
This is essentially it's like one big ballroom type vibe. So it's one open space. There's not like separate rooms, unless you want to go out into the hall of the hotel, or again out into like the back service areas where there's like the kitchens and stuff.
Something would have to cause some commotion, but without us, it has to be. I can't explain what we can do.
Actually,
Mhm.
even if we can distract, or at least make sure that we're not being looked at, I can probably just do it here. I just don't want them to act on anything if I try and do it here.
What
I don't know what they
hearing-
are yet.
What I'm hearing is put a human wall around Frankie.
I mean, you could.
That might look even more suspicious, though.
Yeah, it's not like we have the president here.
Mm.
Actually, a question so I know where we are. With where we're talking with Ethan, are we in, like, the middle of the ballroom? Are we, like, on the side?
You're on a side off to where there is a little bar set up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ethan is on a stool at the bar. There's currently no staff behind the back of it or anything. But he's kind of sitting there sipping on a drink.
honestly, if I'm sitting down, the rest of you have, like, a drink in your hand in front of me, that should be enough. I think.
Alright.
And just keep an eye out for me.
Alright.
Sure.
And I'll just have to hope that nothing goes wrong with this.
Well, I mean, if we stood by a bar, we should probably order so we don't look more suspicious than we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I will say, I mean, it's up to you. I didn't sense anything from the drinks themselves, but if the servers are the ones that are something's wrong with them, just be careful of what you eat or drink. And something was weird in the kitchen. I don't know what.
Yep. And as you were explaining this, again, having decided to kind of sit at the bar and get there at the very least, one of the servers does walk over behind the bar and begin asking, for your drink order. You see the person behind the bar, as kind of described earlier. They're wearing, semi-fancy attire. It's like a nice, like, red vest over, like a white dress shirt and slacks. And this person looks to be maybe, early 30s. They have like a blondish hair, like a dirty blonde hair that is pulled back in a little ponytail, and a very small, like, stubbly goatee and bright blue eyes. Has a wide smile. What can I get you?
Is it a too wide smile?
What in oblivion is that?
Snake,
Like
thank
the
you for the
cat.
raid. Welcome in. We are playing Monster of the Week. It is a tabletop
Hello.
role-playing game. I'm
Why
joined
do I
by
have 3 eyes on me?
Grant, is why.
Very grand.
I'm known by Neon as Tigress, the wrestling luchadora, Frankie, Quattro as Frankie, the expert ex-spooky, Cthulhu as Cassie, the divine, and Abster as Faye, the mundane. And we're hunting monsters today. They're at a fancy dinner party where there's probably some monsters and curses. Anyway, to answer your question explicitly, Faye, because you have that sense to look and to view and, like, look for that specifically, you would say yes. You would say yes. It is a slightly too wide smile that does make you feel a little uncomfortable.
Okay.
You wouldn't notice unless you were, like, looking for it, but since you
Yeah.
are looking for it, you do notice it.
They just orders like a bottle of something and
Sure.
asks for it to be in the bottle.
Yeah, that is
Good idea.
easily provided.
Yeah, I'll have a beer, please.
Okay. So a
Same
couple of
with-
beers are passed around.
Yeah.
Does Cassie order anything, I wonder?
Tequila sour.
Okay, fair enough. So beers are passed around. The waiter is making Cassie's drink, and you are trying to engage Ethan in conversation. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think we're trying to look as casual as possible.
And basically, once we get in where we all have our drinks and we're kind of in a position where I can kind of, I'll be sitting down so it's a little bit covered if the others are standing, or even, like, right close to me, whatever works. Just to hide me kind of doing whatever symbols or things I need to take out so it doesn't look super weird.
Mhm.
So I can try and whatever I found out from before of, like, the black magic part to remove whatever's on
Sure.
Ethan.
Okay, so I would say here,
Mhm.
I need one of the party then to give me a help out roll.
I can do it.
Okay.
Because I have. Oh, no, I don't have. But yeah. What do I need to do for that?
Normally it is plus cool, I believe.
Plus cool?
Yes.
Alright.
Cool.
Yeah!
Wow.
Okay.
Damn.
Look at me being helpful.
Nice.
Very
Nice.
helpful.
Very helpful.
Okay. So yeah, Faye is again kind of glancing over, keeping an eye on the crowd as she was doing earlier before the unfortunate encounter. And again, as you can see, a lot of people in the room are kind of avoiding you, even though you're talking to the host. Again, you are not very well dressed for the occasion, and a lot of people aren't really going to mingle with those kind of people. So you definitely have attracted attention to yourself in that regard, but also no one wants to really interact with you, which is, a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
We don't care what these people think of us.
Okay.
We'll see if it works out for us.
Yeah.
And Frankie, what are you trying to do here?
Well, you said if I got up there, I could definitely try and remove the curse.
Okay.
So I'm basically just trying to do that. If I
Okay.
can do it without having to fully use force of will, which can technically hurt me,
Yes.
then I will do so. But if
Okay.
I need to go that far, then I will.
So force of will would be the quick and dirty solution, where it will get results, and it will be quick and easy to do. But again, with possible cost and also likely not full effect. Use magic will be an option as well, but that will take some time and more preparation. But you can potentially achieve better results with it.
Okay. I would like to use magic for now. See what I can do with it.
Okay.
Okay. Weird.
Before you enroll, let me go ahead and stop you.
Sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay.
I hit it when you said that, but yes, go ahead.
Sorry. So as you do this, what is it exactly you are doing? You said you're looking for ingredients, because I know you carry stuff on you. What is it you are doing to enact the spell?
So he is probably bringing out a few different ingredients or things that are I can't think off the top of my head. What would that be? The first one thing comes like salt, but certain little ingredients that probably help in banishing curses, because he doesn't know exactly what this is, but he essentially wants to kind of do a couple different things, almost like a litmus test, see what reacts to the energy, and then from there put together whatever he needs and put this magic in to try and rip it off.
Yeah, so as you are fishing around for ingredients, setting things out, and kind of mentally running through your checklist of things to try and do, you are getting ready, and the person behind the bar spills a drink on you. You are covered in Cassie's tequila sour. And he smiles with that slightly too wide smile. Oh, silly me. I'll have to make another one.
And then, no worries. I'm like fully drenched.
Yes, you are very wet. Not like fully drenched, but it's the entire drink was splashed on you.
It's fine. I just kind of is there a napkins or something? I'm kind of patting.
Yeah. No. So, as you say that, he waves over to one of the other servers, and they begin walking over. Let's get our friend here something to clean themselves up with. And you see the other server. As you look at them, you can see this person looks flat out identical to the other server.
Okay, well.
Oh, twins.
Yeah.
He disappears for a moment and comes back with a little hand towel to help you dry off.
Thanks. I'm patting myself dry.
Oh, you're welcome. Sorry about the mix-up.
That's okay. Thanks. He's kind of unnerved, and he doesn't know what to say to these guys, but he is keeping an eye on them as they gave him whatever very cautiously. But what is he going to do? He needs the towel, so
Sure.
he bats himself. And he gives it back, I guess. Thanks.
Sorry about that. Takes the
It's-
towel and walks away.
Fine. And then
Ethan
You go-
looks over and he looks to be rather annoyed. Well, that's not good, is it?
No. I look back down to like where my ingredients and stuff are,
Mhm.
and then like look behind me.
Mhm.
Like, how close is like the bar? If they like were like enough to like spill the drink on me, do they like walk past me, or would like
Well,
is the bar right
you all
next
were
to us?
like at the bar getting drinks and stuff.
Ew. I thought with okay, gotcha.
Again,
So I'm, like,
Ethan
doing the
Ethan
mental
was
checkup.
seated at the bar, and again, you all
Yeah.
ordered drinks at the bar.
That's my
Yeah.
bad. I thought we went past that. That's my bad.
No, you're good.
Yeah, okay, got it. It is a little unnerving, but he's doing the mental checklist. Okay, got it. Sorry.
Sure. And at this point, Cassie, you do get your fresh drink, and the other server comes back, who had just previously given you the towel, and is approaching you again. Is everything else all right now? Are we good? Do you have everything else you need?
Yeah, that should be. I should have everything I need to try and do this.
Good, good. I see you're not dressed for the dress code.
We found out last second by accident.
He looks to Ethan for confirmation, and Ethan just kind of shrugs.
It's my fault. I let them know too late about the invitation. My apologies.
Oh, yeah, it was just a little. It's fine. We sorry about that. We just we didn't know, and couldn't just scrounge up whatever we could get. You know how it is.
Of course, of course. Would you like some snacks in the meantime?
I'm all right.
Thank you, though.
Oh, really? We must insist for the trouble. And he turns before you even waiting for your response.
He turned and went and get to snacks.
Yes. So you have a few moments alone with Ethan right now. There is the other server behind the bar still, but
Okay. I feel like they're not going to let us alone if we try and get away from here.
Mm.
So it's going to be the same. Okay. I am going to. Oh God, this is such a bad idea.
we love bad
shit.
ideas here.
Love bad ideas. Love bad ideas. I don't think I can use my power this way. I was gonna say.
Ethan
I could
is kind of you can see Ethan is again for that forced composure on his face. It's like, well, I really must be getting ready for the presentation soon, and dinner will be served soon. So I should probably get going unless you need a few more moments of my time. You do need a few more moments of my time, right?
You know what? Yes, I do. One moment. You know what? We don't have time for this. And they'll probably keep interrupting me.
Mhm.
So fuck it. I'm going to use force of will.
Okay.
Because even if it's temporarily done, we might be able to get some answers out of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I don't want to take. God damn it! I don't want to take out the snake staff right now to help with this. But it's fine. It's fine.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
It's this is fine.
Okay. Momentary magics are canceled completely. Long-lasting spells and effects are suspended temporarily.
Mhm.
On a 7 to 9, you take 1 harm as a strain of dismissing magic unravels me.
Yes.
So I'm
So, yeah,
like,
what does that harm look like to Frankie? How does he appear when this happens?
so it's the first harm he has. So basically, I imagine that he was mentally getting this list, and then
Mhm.
because of the interference and and he's saying he needs to leave.
Sure.
He probably can't keep him here long enough to try and do it the proper way.
Mhm.
So he like looks at him and goes, I do just need a moment of your time. And he kind of like makes under the table kind of like his like some magical gestures, and then
Mhm.
kind of almost tries to grab onto whatever is there and tries to pull. And from anyone else who's looking at him, it basically looks, there's no like bleeding or anything like that, like nothing like that, but like for harm. But it's probably like, you probably see like a vein pop. You see him like very like concentrated, trying to do that, and there's a lot of stress onto his body.
Mhm. And so you do that intense sort of like eye contact and just focus and presence around yourself. Also, I'm gonna reset the music. It's being weird again. But yes, you have that intense sort of moment there, and you do see that immediately as you know that has been completed and done and will be taking effect. You see that sort of like forced what's the word? That forced expression that Ethan has had this whole time immediately kind of drop. And you haven't met Ethan in person but one other time, actually. But you definitely see that, and at that time he was, again, very concerned and afraid for other reasons. But he seemed to have adopted a more natural expression now. A little bit of relief crosses his face. Ugh. Well, I'm so glad you're here. Really am. So glad you're here.
Faye, you have a moment.
All right. Ethan, who did this to you?
It's a fairy. I saw it. It's the chef. The chef has the fairy.
Fairy. Just making sure I'm hearing this right. Fairy.
Yes, fairy. Little wings, Tinkerbell.
Yeah, we've seen weirder things. Okay.
Oh no. I'm looking at
I promise you we are going to get the situation fixed.
Mm-hmm. And as you say that, the server behind the bar puts his hand on Ethan's shoulder and gives him a look. Ethan looks over to the rest of you all, and you see that forced expression crosses his face again. Well, it seems I have other things to do tonight. You all
Yes.
have a good
of course.
evening.
Thank you, Ethan, for inviting us. Good luck with the presentation.
Sorry for taking so much of your time.
Oh, it's quite all right. It's quite all right. And Ethan and the waiter begin walking away together.
Gotta follow.
I think, as Frankie said before, we probably shouldn't eat anything, especially if the chef is behind this.
Oh,
Definitely
yeah,
not if they're Fae. Cassie leaves her drink untouched as it has been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would
Smart.
like to. Faye has also not taken a single sip. She's just sort of been holding the bottle.
And as you kind of begin thinking these through and looking over, your drinks and setting them down, at this point, the other waiter, the identical one, comes back with a tray of hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, these look lovely. I would love to give the regards to the chef personally.
Well, you'll have to try some first, and then you can let us know. You spare no expense for catering. I mean, it's very like stereotypical like fancy style foods. Like a little like cocktail shrimp and stuff like that.
This is one of the ones with the way too wide face that's
Yes.
identical, right?
Yep.
Cool. Cassie's just going to be like, I think I'll just go see the chef. And then wave dismissively at him. I'd like to cast out evil.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Alright. I may banish an unnatural creature from my presence. Roll plus tough. Let's go.
Go.
You got this.
Let's go.
Yes.
On a 10 plus, it is banished immediately.
Okay. Now, when we say banish, what is your intent here?
So it does say I have no control over where it goes, that it's just banished.
Okay, understood.
So just yeet.
Right. So, in
It's
that
a
case,
very big get thee behind me, Satan moment.
Yeah,
Ye
so-
evil.
So you, again, kind of cast your glance over this person, thing, you're not sure. Again, very dismissively, and dismiss it away. He drops the plate of food and begins to kind of power walk away. Just turns heel and walks.
Well then.
No words exchanged. No expression to what was dropped or anything of the sort.
Well, that answers that question.
What was that?
Oh, that's not human, whatever that is.
Oh. Fantastic.
I'm
I
sorry, I had to step away for a second. What did I miss?
Actually, quite
I
a
came
bit.
back and you were banishing
Yeah.
evil from something.
Yeah,
So Faye talked to Ethan, got a little bit of information. The waiter behind the bar kind of grabbed Ethan and was like, "All right, well, we got to go." Ethan, the forced expression came back and is like, "All right, well, I have to go now." So they walked off together, and then the other server came back with the snacks that were promised, and has just been cast away by Cassie.
Beautiful.
Ah.
fantastic.
Did he just completely disappear, or he just like walked away?
No, he
basically?
left. Yeah,
How walked
you might even describe it as
I see.
fleeing.
I see.
It's
Is
like,
something-
nope.
Yes.
Is something possessing them?
No, it's not human.
But oh, he just like I see. I understand. But what are they?
Who knows?
Whatever they are, it's probably to do with the chef and the fairy. So,
Fairy.
oh yeah,
Oh, I missed that part.
yeah. So Ethan told us. So you managed to get the curse off Ethan for a short amount of time, and I asked him who did this to him, and he said the chef has a fairy,
I see. Okay.
like fairy with wings, little pixie sort of
Yep,
thing.
yep.
So
Tinkerbell.
yeah.
So they are replacing them with fairies or something, or like because the magic I saw on them, it's like there's an illusion over them,
Glamour.
like a glamour. Yeah,
Hmm.
like they're not what they appear to be. Okay. Well, we need to go and maybe sort this out at the source
Yes.
with the kitchen.
Well, either way, aside from all the other confirmations, definitely don't eat any of the food, because I'm fairly sure the Fae have something to do with eating food and how you shouldn't do it. I don't know specifics, but I think that's a thing. Like, if a Fae offers you food, you're not supposed to take it or something.
If you eat it, you're trapped in their world forever.
That's it. That's what I was thinking.
Do I know about fairies in this world?
That's a great question. If you want, I will allow you to make a roll for investigate a mystery regarding fairies, or if you have any sort of relevant moves in your playbook that would help you to like reference past knowledge.
I don't think Dark Past would work with this, and I
Not particularly.
honestly don't want. I don't want to get more entrenched in this with Dark Past, honestly. So, I think just a regular one, yeah.
Okay.
That's sharp, yeah.
Sure. And again, for the purposes of this, we're targeting like just your past knowledge of fairies.
Yeah. This is general knowledge.
Yay!
10.
So yeah, you can ask any of the questions still that are relevant, but again, they're going to be contextualized in that way.
Yeah. So, what sort of creature is it?
Okay. So as was described to Faye, fairy, little wings like Tinkerbell, and Faye use the term pixie, and that strikes you as a thing that does exist. There are pixies, and that is fits the description to a T.
Okay. Great. What can hurt it?
Cool. So very common weaknesses for most Fey creatures. Iron is one. Also silver, generally.
Hold on.
Got it.
Fuck, I
Iron
have
or
brass
silver?
knuckles.
Is it iron or silver?
Iron.
All right.
Pokemon help me remember that because steel is made out of iron, and fairy types are weak of steel.
Oh my god.
I'm not kidding you.
Whatever works. Whatever works.
Tigress canonically has it does like Pokemon. It has come up before.
Tigress is secretly a nerd.
Most wrestlers are. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's actually some I follow on Twitch.
Okay, actually. I have a magical dagger. Would that work? Probably. Okay, anyway.
Made of steel or iron.
Wait, I got a chain. What am I saying?
I don't know what my dagger's made out of, so but
Likely steel.
probably. But it is magic, so that might help. Either way, iron or silver is the go-to. Maybe they have no, that would be ridiculous. Wait, this is a fancy place, right? Would they have like silverware?
Maybe if
I
the
thought silver
Is
was
there-
for werewolves.
Silver is often not silver.
Yes.
Well, I know, but it's a fancy place. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I know it's typically not, but I don't know, maybe.
I imagine if
Antique
That
stuff might
was-
be, but and nothing modern
Yeah,
usually
okay.
is. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I imagine if
I was being
if
hopeful.
the chef is behind this, he's probably removed anything potentially harmful if he can.
That's true. But so the chef is using a fairy? If that's the case, maybe we can do something to the chef and let the chef. I don't know. We don't. It's all we don't know yet.
No.
But it's fine. We should go and.
As you
At least-
are plotting and planning and talking, Mr. Bennick begins walking back over.
Oh God.
No.
Well, I see Ethan's not here now. Can we have a proper chat?
Can we save it for later? We're in the middle of something.
I
quite
don't think we
important.
can.
Look, the situation that happened only happened because you decided to summon a snake god.
You
No one
shot
decided by
me.
yourself. Because you were going to kill people.
That's none of your business.
You were
It is
trans-
my
about
You were
business.
transforming people into snakes.
We almost got attacked by said people.
If you had left well enough out of it, it wouldn't have been a problem for you.
Except
You
it more than likely would have been in the long term. You don't know the effect that snake god could have had on the city, let
Just
alone
mind
the
your own
world.
business and know your place, and it wouldn't have been a problem.
Excuse you?
Hey,
You don't
Drac,
belong here, and you know that. Yes. Frankie.
that server, did they actually end up bringing the snacks to the table?
Yes, there was a plate of snacks that are dropped on the ground now.
What kind of
next to the
snacks?
bar.
I was on the
it-
floor? Damn
Yeah,
it.
yep. It's like cocktail shrimp and the other little like kind of fancy stuff like
I was
that.
going to
like,
offer him some of the fake food.
like oysters that are open, things like that. So
Oh, if only.
Damn it. All right, it's fine.
Well,
he looks to he's having this kind of heated discussion with Faye. He's like, I want an apology.
no. I'm not going to apologize for saving my friends. This wouldn't have been an issue if you hadn't been a dickhead to begin with.
What are you even doing here?
We were invited, you dickhead.
I don't care that you were invited. Why were you invited?
Because we're friends with Ethan.
Ethan needs to learn to keep better company.
Faye's gonna take a moment and ask ask him,
Mhm.
have you eaten or drank anything here?
I've had a drink. One.
Hmm.
They're not serving food yet, or he looks to the plate of food on the ground. At least I thought they weren't. Don't know why they were feeding the dogs first.
Oh, I guess there's plenty for you then.
Faye takes a moment and then decides she's not gonna warn this piece of shit.
He kind of stares daggers at you, and it's like, I can at least see why they might be friends with Ethan. Who are you?
What?
My name is Cassie.
And why are you here, Cassie?
I'm here to help friends of a friend.
Ugh.
I have a thing called empathy. You should try it sometime.
No thanks.
Hmm.
Look, I'm going to be a bother to you until I get what I want. I want an apology, or I want to meet one of you outside so we can settle this.
I volunteer.
I don't have any quarrel with you. Well,
Yes, you do.
I don't like you, but I have
So would you
unfinished
like to meet
business
with-
these.
So would you like to meet with me? She picks up the steel platter and just bends it in half.
Give me a manipulate
said
roll.
you wanted
Give
to
me a
meet with one
manipulate
of
roll,
us.
Tigress.
Yeah, the shit out of him.
You are trying to intimidate this man.
Yeah, he keeps bothering us. Pretty much, I'm basically the bodyguard of this group.
Look,
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Which wasn't.
It's usually a charm unless you have something else for it. So
There is one person he has a problem with, and I'm not going anywhere with him.
oh no, he
No,
definitely
do not
he
go
definitely
with
has
him.
the biggest problem with you. Faye.
Oh yeah.
Just entirely so.
Fuck. Out of all time.
Yeah.
Mm.
Those rolls tonight, huh?
Ugh.
There's another.
Yeah, at least there's XP for you.
Hey, Drac.
Yes.
You know what?
Mhm.
Screw it. This guy deserves it. Is the servers, are they going around with the drinks and snacks, or just drinks?
Just drinks right now.
Okay. I'm gonna use one of my held from one with the plan.
Mhm.
Even if that's not working, like the intimidate or whatever,
Mhm.
I've kind of just use that to be in the right place at the right time to tell a server, hey, that guy wants some snacks. Can you get some for him?
Okay. Sure. So yeah, in this sort of heated discussion, we'll say, you slink away, and grab the nearest server and ask them to rush out some food.
For that guy specifically,
Yep.
point towards him.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I go
He
back to the
hasn't
group.
eaten yet.
He hasn't eaten yet. Yeah.
So meanwhile, back over in the other things, you snap this platter in not fully in half, but you bend it, and you kind of stare him down, and he does not flinch. He looks at you, you're like, would you like to meet outside with me then? And is like, honestly, I'd take what I can get, but I'd prefer to settle the score appropriately. If you want me outside, we can, but I would much rather have a nice discussion with your friend here.
Nothing is nice with you.
I can be civil. Unlike you, I don't go around shooting people.
And
Unlike
unlike
you,
you,
I don't-
unlike you, I don't summon snake gods.
And I don't antagonize people.
What a conversation this is.
Mm-hmm.
Just go around in circles, but I'm not gonna see
Just
it.
like-
And
shot
sure,
me.
No,
Come
no,
in,
no.
So bow to
You
this
shot
piece of
me.
shit.
No, and so that is, and again, it does feel like it's going in circles for a moment, and things are escalating a little bit. But again, he kind of holds firm in what he's saying, and you definitely get the sense now that you have a few options open to you. He is genuinely, if one of you want to go outside and have it out with him, he is willing to do that. Otherwise, he is going to actively harass you. if you like try to shoo him off, he is like threatening to get security or do something to try and get you out of here. Or again, you can just escalate things on the spot and see how that goes. But those are really kind of your only options here. He's not going to buzz off and just leave it.
I'll escalate things on the spot.
Okay.
Oh,
What are you doing, Cassie?
I would like to carry him with me and use angel wings and fly him somewhere very high.
Wait, what?
That ought to make him shut up.
For angel wings, I believe it has to be someone willing. Let me double check, but I think it is.
Otherwise, that's so OP. It's like, okay, you're coming with me, buddy.
Or maybe you can go biblically.
That is funny as hell, though.
Or no, funnier. Go biblically accurate on him for a second.
I could do that as well.
Okay, so
If Angel's Wings is willing only, then I'll just
does
do that.
Gooby, thank you for the follow. It doesn't specify that it's willing, but I will say here, if you're going to do that, we're going to make you do the roll for weird, because he is unwilling and is going to try and actively resist this.
Sure, sounds good. Let's go.
Okay. I love where your head's at now. This is fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the place you go to with him?
I'm assuming Cassie has been a lot of places. So,
Yes.
What city are we in?
San Francisco.
I have no idea what the tallest building in San Francisco is, but I will just say the top of that.
Okay.
Isn't there a big bridge?
Oh yeah, the Golden Gate Bridge. Right.
yeah.
Okay.
That's a classic
Put him on
spot.
top of the bridge.
Yeah, like standing on one of the like support towers for the Golden Gate Bridge. Lovely.
Sure.
So I think everyone does see her wings appear then, since she flies.
Yep, I was getting to that. So
Yeah.
you walk over, and again, as he is like like almost reaching for one of them to either like shove his finger in their face or to even grab at them, you're not sure. You just reach over, grab him by his arm, and describe how your wings appear. What does this look like when you do this?
So they are 3 sets of wings that come out of her back. They all have eyes on them, and they are all have blood tears coming off of them.
Okay.
Cool.
And that appears in a brief flash, again, in this room where there are lots of people. And you are gone. In the blink of an eye, Cassie and Mr. Alan Bennick are no longer in the room. There are some accompanied gasps and people who are taken aback by this, who caught a glimpse of it. The 3 of you are still standing there.
But
that's your problem.
I'm just.
Yep, that's the.
We're just like all in shock. Like, what just happened? I think is the rapture happening, guys?
Oh, that's what Cassie is. Now I understand.
The rapture just happened, I think.
Yeah, this is also the first time that Faye or Frankie saw Cassie do anything like that.
Yeah.
Frankie saw Cassie had something weird with her eyes.
Yes.
So he was like, since then he's like, what the hell is she? And now seeing that, he's like,
Faye is completely taken aback and is just standing there staring at where they were for a minute.
Yeah. Tiger's knows and just acting out she doesn't know, considering the environment they're in. Like, she's like, what in the name of God? What just happened?
Is
And
everyone
just, like-
staring at us, or just like the spot where they're
Yes.
gone?
No, you definitely have attracted some attention. People are like whispering on themselves. No one has approached you yet. You get the sense that's because no one is sure what to do or how to respond right now. The people around you are genuinely just floored, but you know that's not going to last.
Ta-da.
The most unenthused to die is the best way you could have capped that. I love it.
I need to draw that later. Someone, please remind me to draw that later.
Yeah, I'm just picturing Frankie fucking jazz handing over the spilled tray of
I
food.
imagine that too, just like the ta-da, like just the shaking of the hands
Mm-hmm.
with like a straight pan face.
Mm-hmm.
After after Faye takes a moment to recover, she's going to quietly say, "So is now a good time to go to the kitchen?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Let's make ourselves scarce."
Yeah, they shuffle their way out of there. It's like, I have no... Just like, Targa still has the most confused look on her face. And also
Okay.
just internally thinking, thank you, Cassie, I owe you.
So, not wanting to linger for too long, even though the attention's already on you, at this point, just kind of go. I will pan over briefly to Cassie. So you are appearing on top of the Golden Gate Bridge, is that right?
That is correct, yes.
Okay.
Fantastic.
With
Thank you!
with Alan Vedek, who is looking at you, and is just completely taken aback. And as he kind of glances around very quickly and sees where, and says, "What are you? You are not human."
What was your first hint?
Take me back now.
No, I think you need a little time out, Mr. Bennett. Enjoy the view.
You'll
Cassie's
regret
gonna
this.
Cassie's going to step off backwards and return to her friends.
I figured as much.
Pinches him.
Thank
That's
you!
Oh my god.
Okay.
Think about what you did.
Think about what you did. That's what you get for being an asshole.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
in the-
Cassie will just appear in a flutter of wings next to Tigress or Faye.
Sure. So, as the three of you are approaching the kitchen area, we'll give a moment for you to kind of have that exchange. The three of you approaching that kitchen area, you are just outside of it, where there is another familiar person having an argument with one of the waitstaff. Hey, I want some of those food! Give me the food! You see
Oh.
Bruce Biggs.
For fuck's sake.
Of course he's here
Okay.
too.
He is hounding for a shrimp puff.
I'll
God
let
love
him.
it. Yeah, let's just.
You know, he's a lot more... It's a lot better to see him here than...
Alright, what's you guys doing here?
We were
We were
invited.
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 I feel like
Y'all got property?
blue right now.
We were invited, but... We were invited by Ethan. Specifically.
What's Ethan want with y'all?
We're
We're friends of his. Jinx.
Ugh, not that again. How long are you gonna be here? You got your job done yet, or we good? I want to have a nice evening.
We're not...
Evenings don't tend to stay nice when y'all are around.
Too bad he knows, doesn't he? Well, we do.
Should we... internally, I'm out of character. Should we warn him or just let him find out?
I'm fine.
Because at this point, the Cassie appears in a flutter of wings next to Tigress.
Beautiful.
Another one. Oh gods.
Thank you, Cassie.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah. We're not quite done yet, so we'll be sticking
still-
around for.
Well, hey, we're trying to market these now.
We're just invited by Ethan.
Yeah, to drum up some tourism, right?
We were hearing about the digital tourism thing.
Yeah, like the haunted sites and historical sites and things like that. Y'all gonna be some of that hunting, right? Eh? Yeah? I got plenty of properties. Y'all want to get some work?
Is he cool with us now? Is that what's happening right now?
What's happening? I think the minute we...
Again, if you remember, he's very hot and cold with y'all.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
The first time he
Yeah.
met y'all, he's like, all right, I don't want anything to do with you. Then you're like, wait, we can turn this into like a business opportunity. He's like, great, come on in. And then next time at the amusement park, he's like, what are you doing here? And he's like, well, we're going to help you clean this place up. Okay, great. And then you turned it around on him again. It's a very back and forth.
He at least
I would
knows
like
we're
to say,
skilled. So
We did save him. I talked the lady down from killing him. Like, you see that much.
that's right.
Yeah, she was
That's-
gonna legit kill him. I convinced her not to.
That's right.
And as he is talking with y'all, the other server staying next to him, kind of just taking this all in, he pops a shrimp puff into his mouth.
Oh no.
Oh.
Ah,
Well,
Rip.
oh dear.
Well, you know about that, actually.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to try one. One?
I'm
Yeah?
I'm unfortunately allergic to shrimp.
Ah, shellfish allergy.
Yeah, it was recommended for me when I was doing training, and I found out the hard way. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make this canon for the sake of it because I need to add more character to
Yeah, I like
this.
it. I like it.
Yeah, she probably can't have shellfish, which is sad because San Francisco.
Mm.
Yeah, no,
It's-
thank you. I already ate. I'm full.
Hey, and who's your friend here?
I'm afraid I have a religious prohibition.
I'm sorry, but right now I'm not sure why, but I'm thinking of Carl
Why?
from
You-
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
You know, you're not wrong.
Really?
Well, I mean, again, a little classier, but generally kind of a scumbag in the same way. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
worked out of the home.
Hey, you Catholic or something?
I think it's
I think that was to Cassie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm good, thank you.
Oh, well, see, they're about to bring out dinner. I was wanting to get some appetizers out first, but I guess we're just going straight to the main course.
Is he look any different after eating that one puff?
Not visibly.
Like, doesn't have like a wide smile or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Well, hope you enjoy the rest of your night.
You too.
Right.
He kind of pauses for a second. Are you here working, or are you just here for the presentation?
I'm Faye's gonna tell him we're working.
Is it done, or are you still working?
Not quite. We're
Wrapping it up.
almost done. Yeah.
Hey, make it quick, all right? Like I said, I want to have a good evening.
Don't worry.
Understandable. Don't worry.
Well-
God.
We're just
Time to
actually
obey
a brain
us.
cell today. We really are.
Yeah.
Is the server still there? Actually.
Yes, no, he is watching this
Okay,
whole
this is a
exchange,
weird
but
conversation.
just
in front of the
grinning
server.
way too wide.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, surely you must have something to eat. If you don't like the shrimp puffs, we have other hors d'oeuvres.
Maybe after the job's finished.
Job, this is a networking event. Surely you don't consider that work.
You always got to be thinking about.
Maybe have a drink, loosen up.
Okay, bye, and I just like start walking towards.
Walking
Is
where?
do we have to go past them to get to the
You would have to
kitchen?
go past them to get to the kitchen.
Damn
This is happening basically outside the door to the kitchen. Bruce Biggs went over and flagged the first guy down. Was like, I want something to eat now. I am hungry. As he was coming out of the kitchen, again, because a plate was brought to you all. He's like, oh, I see food is being distributed. I want to get some food. And so they brought something out to appease him.
Never mind. Yeah, I thought we were like okay. I thought we like walked past as we're going there, but yeah, if we're right in front of it, I guess I could just literally walk.
You
the door
you
anyway.
could.
We need to get them out of here. Yeah, like you said, maybe they're bringing out dinner.
Oh yes,
Go check
please take your seats, and we'll have dinner right away. Have you had assigned seats yet? We'll show you to your seat.
Oh.
And if you're hungry again, feel free to snack. I have some hors d'oeuvres here.
Well,
And
actually,
he takes a step forward as if towards the rest of the floor, trying to get you to go with him. Bruce Biggs seems to be taking offense at. Hey, why are you treating him nicer than you treated me?
yeah, clearly you should show him to his seat first.
Yeah, he's been waiting for service for a while.
Oh, he knows where his seat is. You all don't. Come, let me help you.
Faye's gonna quickly say, well, of course, but could you first tell me where the toilet is? I need a moment to freshen up.
Facilities are outside in the main hotel area.
Abs, that was my next question too. I was like, that was what I need to go to the washroom. Yeah, where's that?
Well, thank you. And she's gonna head that way to very
Okay.
least just get a second to recuperate.
Sure.
I have very specific requirements for my food, so I'm going to need to speak to your chef.
Mm-hmm.
He turns around, like opens up the door and calls over for someone to come by. And out steps another identical server.
Damn it.
You have dietary requirements. We're happy to help you with that. How can we accommodate you today?
Getting ridiculous.
Faye, as you are walking away, you are getting towards the exit of the ballroom when you see Ethan and the other server who previously had left with him saying, "Where are you going?"
I'm just going to the toilet for a moment.
Of course, go wherever you like. And Ethan kind of chimes in, is like, "You know, you're free to leave if you need to."
Thank you very much. Just gonna keep on walking.
There's no one keeping you here, and you keep on walking.
Kitchens usually have a back entrance, right? Like,
There's usually a staff entrance, yeah.
yeah.
So Cassie, there is one out front of the doors talking to you. Actually, the other one walked away with Bruce. So there's one out front talking to you. Are you actually going to try to have a conversation here? Are you giving them the runaround? What are you doing? Or are you intent to just get in the kitchen?
Her intent is to get into the kitchen for sure.
Okay. How are you going to do that? Because he is very clearly running interference here.
I'm not very much help here for this sort of thing. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Oh no, my charm is dog shit. I'm also bad at this.
Oh God.
The one person with good charm leave.
Yeah.
I am so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
As you are standing there, having this completely false, conversation with this person. This person. You feel a tap on your shoulder. Cassie.
She'll turn.
You see, again, one of the servers. I've heard you caused a bit of a commotion earlier. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Some of the other guests have been concerned about your conduct, or your appearance, or your disappearance. And one of the other guests seems to be missing. We've contacted hotel security, but we would like to ask you first, politely, to leave.
Well, you've asked. I'll decline.
Jesus Christ.
You see...
This is one of the servers, right?
Yes, this is one of the servers.
We're identical servers, yeah.
Yep, identical.
I look at him, and I'll go, if you really want to press it, I could remove your illusion and cause even more of a commotion.
He smiles very wide. Well, please, in that case, come into the kitchen where we can deal with that.
I mean...
Won't you join us for a meal?
Sure.
The other server you were previously talking to steps aside and opens the doors of the kitchen, ushering you all forward.
Oh, God.
This is fine.
Is Tigress with us too?
Yes, Tigress is still right there.
Right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be it.
Yeah. Definitely.
Great. Sure. Yeah, we wanted to talk to the chef anyway.
Okay. So you are, again, coerced into the kitchen. And as you see here, again, it's as you would kind of expect of a hotel kitchen. It's, it is an upscale hotel. It is fairly nicer, but, the kitchens aren't designed for appearances. It's designed to be a functional space. Lots of stainless steel countertops and things like that, cookware, as you expect of like a restaurant-style kitchen. In here, though, there's quite a few things you don't expect. There are one other server in here at the moment, who is, again, dressed identically and looks identically to the other two who have led you in. There's also one chef. There's one chef in like a chef's coat and like chef's hat. Like it's actually the big like stereotypical like white chef's hat. And he is this kind of dorky looking ginger who is just slaving away on all the cooktops. Who is cooking and just moving at a frenzied pace, almost inhuman pace. But that is not the weirdest thing here. The thing that stands out the most is the about 9 foot tall, big, massive, muscular, dirty looking beast of a brute. Looks like possibly some kind of giant or ogre. You're not entirely sure, but it's big, it's meaty, it's vaguely human looking. And it has a very large chef's hat that is a blood red color, and it is holding a giant looking meat cleaver that's made of stone, and it is hacking away at like a cow carcass.
Oh, that's a big boy.
That's the biggest.
As you walk in, the big one looks up and kind of gives you a grunt, has one eye closed, one eye open, as there is just blood like splattered across its face from where it was hacking away meat. You think you hear like a deeply like low rumbling chuckle. The servers who are around you, again, are all smiling very wide. And the chef just turns, and their head kind of pops over their shoulder for like a second. And then just goes right back to cooking. And then you hear from the chef, but clearly not from the chef speaking itself, from under the chef's hat, you hear a squeaking, "Get them!"
It's
Ratatouille, is that you?
Ratatouille?
Oh, Ratatouille, let's go.
He's got him a Ratatouille.
The three servers block the door and seem to ready up. The illusion around them falls away. And you see they are these weird, like, almost gnome-looking creatures. They have incredibly sharp teeth, wide smile, tiny beady eyes. And they stand about, like, 4 or 5 feet tall in their true form. And just weird little, like, pointy claws and an overlong tongue, actually, that kind of, like, dangles out down past the sharp teeth. And they look hungry. The big one kind of lumbers up from where it was, like, half-seated over the cow carcass and begins to, like, waddle over to you all. Meanwhile, Faye, you've made a trip to the restroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
But on my way back, instead of heading towards the main hall,
Mm-hmm.
I go outside
Okay.
and try and make my way around. If I can remember roughly how the buildings lay out, try and get to the back entrance of where I think the kitchen is.
Sure. I will call this an act under pressure.
Yes, which is cool.
Yes.
Here we go. Still a success.
Yeah, it's a mixed success. Or, yeah. So, okay. You will be able to get there. It will take you some time. And again, you are going to have to go to areas that you are not supposed to be in. You also already, as you are like leaving the restroom, you do see that there is hotel security that's walking towards the venue. As has been mentioned, they have been alerted. So you know that you've kind of been made. If you are trying to like break into the kitchen, you may still be able to do that, but you imagine that there is going to be difficulty in doing so. You're going to be noticed if you do. There's no way around that.
Yeah.
Are you still going to go in through the back? Is that the intent?
Yeah, that's the intent.
Okay. Back in the kitchen. This is very clearly a combat situation. Unless you have something else you would like to try instead. But again, just to be clear, it is very much a threatening demeanor. The big one with the bloody cleaver is lumbering towards you, intending to use it as a weapon, and the others are trying to get their get in whether they can.
What are you trying to do here exactly? As I'm like fumbling for my guitar case with the to get the staff out.
There is no response. The servers kind of cackle, and the big lumbering one, you hear again that kind of like low rumbling laugh.
Okay. Violence it is.
This could be the third time riding the back of
What's that?
Like a
You
rodeo.
cut out a little bit.
You
there.
cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this. I don't know what's going on with this. This might be. I got a feeling this could be the third time I'm riding on the back of something not large again.
Yeah.
You do tend to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Get the thing in its hat first.
Mm-hmm.
Get that ratatouille.
Get that ratatouille.
Yeah, I'm definitely that's my goal is to get whatever's in the hat out of there.
Maybe if you get the ratatouille off and you put your hand on his head, maybe you can control him.
One way to find out. Gotta take care of what's going on here.
Okay.
I'm definitely pulling out my chain because I got a feeling that's made out of iron.
Sure. So Frankie is grabbing his snake staff. You're grabbing your chain. Cassie, what are you doing?
I'm going to. I mean, they've dropped their illusions. I might as well drop mine too.
Okay.
Oh.
She's gonna go full Angel of the Lord, flaming sword and all.
All right. Yeah. Your flaming sword appears in your hand. Avenging Angel of the Lord. So there is the brief moment where you ready your weapons, preparing for their charge. And charge you they do. What are we doing? The servers are mobbing towards you all, and the big one is lumbering, weapon drawn. You are going to have to fight your way through them in some capacity, or otherwise protect yourself, because they are coming at you.
I gotta think for a moment what kind of magic I can even use in this situation. So maybe come back to me.
Well, again, for the purpose of things, you all get to choose your actions essentially simultaneously. So it's everyone gets to do a move, and then we kind of go back around, and of course there will be enemies in response to what you do, or as telegraphed and as
How
set
does
up.
the kitchen look? Does it look like I can parkour my way up to at least up to the shoulders of this motherfucker?
Yeah, there's like
Or-
some like counters and stuff you can climb on, like a fridge and things like that. You can make something happen.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing that. Taking advantage of her skills.
Okay.
Would I roll for that?
Yeah, I still want to say this is probably kick ass.
Kick ass?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Perfect!
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. So you have your chain as well, probably using that to like you rush up and like get on top of one of the like cooking like prep tables, and you take your chain, kind of like whip it around like his shoulder and like use that to throw yourself up. So you will do a little bit of harm. And the way I interpret what you were saying there, you want to get up on him. That's kind of like trying to force him where you want to be, trying to get up on him so you can kind of ride him around a little bit, or wrestle him and that sort of thing. So yeah, you kind of have him not so much grappled, because it's not really possible. This thing is simply too large and too strong for you to effectively pin or like restrain. but for you to be on and having some control over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you do, it is trying to just bat at you and swat at you with its free hand, trying to grab you and pull you off. It will rake you with its nails, its cracked and broken, dirty nails, for just 1 harm.
I dealt with. Hold on. I think I'm gonna save the machismo thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna save that
Sure.
for when I do 1 harm. Got it.
Cassie or Frankie?
How many servers are in the room with us?
3. There are 3 in here.
3.
Yep.
So currently,
I will say this much, but between what you got from the site earlier and just based on how many you've seen to kind of confirm things, your understanding is there are 4 servers, and 3 of them are in the kitchen with you right now. There is 1 out on the floor still.
Okay. So, and Tigress is engaged with the big guy, the big
Correct.
guy.
Yes. Again, so engage is a loose term there. She does have some control
She's
of that,
doing
but
stuff with
yes,
him.
he is not he cannot be fully restrained. He is simply too large for that. So he is still a threat to you. But yes.
All I mean is that Tigress is trying to go after him.
Yes. Yep.
I would like to, with the staff out, I would like to put it a little bit in our favor because we're outnumbered right now.
Okay.
I would like to, and I'm not particularly caring about, subtlety is out now. So I would like to basically take up the staff and sort of to my roots of the magic of back when the doll was here for telekinetic type powers. I want to kind of make a barrier of the different stuff in the room to separate and make it hard for for 2 of them to come and engage us, kind of separate them off, so we have almost like a wall. I kind of want to make a wall of stuff.
Okay.
And so that we just have the ogre and one of the servers on our side. We can kind of deal with them and then deal with the other 2.
Is that?
Hello, Raiders. Welcome, Wicked VT. We are playing some
Welcome,
Monster
Raiders.
of the Week.
What's up, Raiders?
Yeah, this is a Powered by the Apocalypse role-playing game where we hunt monsters. Kind of a supernatural Buffy the Vampire Slayer vibe. We're currently fighting some fae in a kitchen who are trying to feed people some enchanted food.
Yep.
Let me give you a quick shout out. I'm joined, of course, as well by lovely friends Cthulhu, who is playing the divine Cassie, our guest for today. Our recurring playing character Quattro as Frankie, the ex-spooky, now expert. Faye, the on fire, played by Abster. And Tigress being played by Neon.
Yo.
Well, welcome in. How was your stream? What were you doing? And do you know anything about the game? Anyway, we are going to continue on with what we're doing. So, you're trying to create a barrier in the kitchen. Go ahead and, I will say, go ahead and give me a use magic roll. I think this is something you could do on the fly.
Okay. I would like to use the power of the staff for this one.
Okay, great.
Because otherwise we're in a bad situation here.
Understandable.
So I'm going to go weird +2 because it is a little stronger right now. Jesus.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Oh my god, double 6s and the bonus from the staff. Oh my god, it's perfect.
Yeah. So, Frankie, you draw out the magical snake staff, and you begin chanting incantations, half remembered, half familiar, and drawing on the latent power of the snake staff that slightly stirs within it, channeling forth telekinetic energy and grasping out into the space around you for things to interpose. Mixing bowls, kitchen knives, spatulas, even boxes of food, and some of the actual movable counters like prep tables, things like that. The actual objects in the kitchen just begin sliding around, shifting, and flying about in a semi-solid barrier that will either physically interpose and block their way, or smack them around with things if they try and cross through. It's a swirling vortex of kitchen appliances and utensils.
Deal with them first. I'll hold these ones off.
Cassie.
Well, now that those three are held off, yeah, Cassie's gonna go skewer herself an ogre.
Okay.
Ogre kebab, if you will.
Alright, roll to kick some ass. You take your flaming sword, draw it forth, and lunge towards the ogre, just momentarily distracted. Okay, yeah. You take your sword, and as the thing is flailing about, it is a rather large target, and there is a lot of meat to sink that blade into. You stab in, and there is a sizzling sound, almost the smell of cooking meat, in a way. Apt for a kitchen like this. The ogre begins to howl and kind of grumble with the attacks, and begins to flail about, swiping wildly with its big cleaver. Cassie, you are seeing this cleaver coming at you. If you want to remain engaged with him, you are going to be at risk of being hit by it. You will not be hit yet, but if you're going to continue fighting, you're going to be hit by him.
I am comfortable taking a hit.
Okay, understood. So we'll get back around to that. I'm just telegraphing the danger that could be coming your way. Frankie, you have effectively pushed back two of these. You're not entirely sure what they are. These wicked gnome-like things with the large teeth, and the two of them are again being hit by the moving fridge and prep table and stuff like that. The more physical, solid barriers. The third one kind of dives forward, and he gets clocked upside the head by an errant spatula, but seems to kind of shrug it off and lurches forward and sinks his large teeth into your calves.
Ouch.
So he's just deep, razor-sharp teeth just biting into you. It is 2 harm to you, and he just kind of latches his teeth around your leg. You kind of feel them like the jaw almost locks down onto it, just munching.
Okay.
As the fight begins in earnest, again, things are being knocked over, people are getting hit. It is at this point that Faye bursts through the back door.
Surprise!
Yep. Having come in from the back, though, Faye, as was mentioned, you do trip one of the service alarms because that door was not supposed to be opened that way.
Oops.
Yes, it is not meant for that. But you do make your way into the kitchen, and you see this scene with Tigress riding atop of this giant red-capped ogre-looking thing with a bit of steel chain trying to haul it around. Cassie in full angelic splendor and glory, sparring off with it with a flaming sword, and then Frankie telekinetically throwing about objects in the room to hold back what appear to be some strange gnome-like creatures with very wide grins.
Yeah, so chaos as usual then.
Yep, pretty chaotic.
So
you do notice off to one side as well. Just to recap for you,
Yes,
there is still the chef off to the side, seemingly just preparing food.
Okay.
Wait, I thought the orc was the chef.
There is a big, meaty, giant ogre-looking thing with a big chef hat that's dyed red, and there is a separate human chef, just a ginger-looking kind of nerdy guy who is actually cooking food.
Oh.
Well, I got the wrong target to parkour on. Got the chain out for a reason.
So here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
I have a skill called Let's Get Out of Here.
Sure.
Which is if you can protect someone by telling them what to do, or by leading them out, roll charm instead of tough.
Okay.
Would that work on the human chef?
You can attempt that.
I want to try and get the human chef out of there. That way,
Okay.
everyone can do their thing without risking. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a go.
Before you roll it, I will say this much. Because, again, no, we don't have a map, so positioning might matter a little bit for you. So where you
Yeah.
come in, you would come in like behind the big red cap, and the chef would be essentially on the other side of them. So
And no one's dealing with the red. Is anyone dealing with the red cap?
yes, Cassie and Tigress both.
Okay.
But so what I'm saying is this person, if they were to do that to come over to you, they would have to cross through the battle zone.
Oh
So-
no, I mean me running over to them to essentially.
Yes, so that's what I mean as well. You can do that. You will be crossing through the threat zone of everybody as well. So you have to run through where the actual action is going on to get across to where this person is. But you can do it if you would like to. It just means you might be in danger of getting hit or whatever.
Fine.
Okay.
Question: is the other doorway blocked?
Um,
Like the one leading to the hall.
Kind of, but kind of not. So they originally the gnome-like creatures were blocking it, intentionally trying to keep them from leaving. But there is now the barrier in the way that is kind of keeping them back. So it is something that you could get through, but it would probably be a dangerous prospect to try and get out that way.